Hey Molly, okay, really quick, I just wanted to put together like a little video kind of showing you the things that I'm dropping off for you. I'm in the middle of a paint project, so that's why I'm here in my paint clothes. But first thing, okay, I know you told me you have dry skin. Totally get that. So what I've done is I put together some things that I think would be great for helping your skin get rid of the dry skin and then moisturizing it. Foundations that you want to try, they'll all kind of work together. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is try to help get rid of any dead dry skin on your face already, because getting rid of that is going to give your be great for your foundation. Okay, because when you put your foundation on, if there's dry patches where there's lots of dead skin, flaky stuff going on, that foundation is going to soak into those dry parts, and then it's going to seem uneven, and you're not going to be happy with it, and it's just, I know it's not what you want. So the first thing, so we're going to talk about exfoliation and moisturize. Okay, exfoliate to get that off, because with dry skin, your skin's trying to turn over and cells, you know, like renewal cells coming up, but we got to keep that, keep up with getting the dead skin off. And my favorite thing to use, this is exfoliating mask. Okay, this is about kind of the texture of toothpaste here. And I'm literally just using like, oh, wait, first off, like half of this little tiny spoon. This is maybe like half a teaspoon size. So it's not a big amount. Okay, but first off, what you want to do is have totally clean skin. Okay, so just get all the makeup off. And then just slightly dampen your skin. I have a little cup of water here. I'm just putting some water here and just kind of patting it off. Like if you just took off your makeup and your skin was still a little bit damp, that would be a good time to put this on. The reason why I dampen my skin first is because I'll be able to apply the mask. It'll go on easier and I can use less product, okay, because it'll move over my skin easier. Okay, this is a ton. I actually could have used even less, and that was like half of the little spoon. Okay, so you just want it to cover your skin. It doesn't have to be thick. Just enough to go over all your face, okay? Whew, little piece of hair in there. Anyway, it's gritty. It's, like I said, it feels like toothpaste consistency. It has a little bit of a slight grit to it, but it's comfortable and almost feels like a little massage on your face. So I literally just take this and rub it on in little circles, especially over any dry areas. I kind of steer clear of the delicate skin around my eyes, but everywhere else, including my lips, because we get a lot of dead skin on our lips. So just put that on there, and you can go as far down your neck as you want. Okay, anything you do to your face is good to do to your neck and chest too. So if you can, you know, get mask on your neck and face, like, you know, maybe not every time you do it, but like, you know, it's good to do as well. I would say you can use this mask at the most, you know, 3 to 4 times a week. So like say every 2 days, okay? And if you were using it on a regular basis, it would be, you could get to a point where you use it maybe twice a week, okay? Because you're just maintaining at that point, but you wanna get all that dead skin off. But this stuff, give it 5 minutes at least. You can wear it longer if you're just doing stuff, you know, but at least give it 5 minutes. What I like to do is I'll put this on, and then before I'm going to take a shower, and then maybe I'll go turn on the shower, let the hot water get hot, pick out my clothes, you know, do whatever I would do before getting in the shower. And then when I get in the shower, especially if I'm going to wash my hair, I can just rinse it off. Okay. It's, I mean, this is white, so it doesn't really matter, but I know like we have a mask that's black and stuff, and so it's easier just letting it wash off your face as opposed to getting it on your sink and towels and, you know, stuff. So that's easy. And if I'm going to wash my hair, that's easy too. I don't have to worry about it getting in my hair. So love, love, love this exfoliating mask. It just takes off this top layer of gunk off your skin, removes that dead layer, and gives you smooth, perfect skin underneath. And then we're going to moisturize it right away. We're going to get moisture, moisture, moisture. And then even with the makeup, and your makeup's going to go on so smooth, connect with your skin better. It's going to last longer. It's going to look better. It's going to feel better. Okay, so that's what we're doing. All right, I'm gonna leave this for 5 minutes and then I'm gonna wash it off and come back. So good. It's so smooth. I can totally feel a difference. It's like it's just nice, smooth, soft, brand new skin. Okay, so now that all that's off, now we want to treat your skin. So it depends. Sometimes I like to do these masks in like before I'm going to take a shower to leave for the day, because I feel like my skin is super smooth and makeup goes on great, and that's all good. I also will do this sometimes at night if I'm going to treat, like do kind of like a deep conditioning, you know, of your skin, and you want to like let it kind of sit on it all night to really moisturize it. So whatever works for you, whether you prefer to do this, you know, in the beginning of your day or at the end of your day, doesn't matter. It's whatever works for you. Okay, first I'll clean. I'm going to spritz it with a little bit of rose water, okay, which is super calming, and it's just botanical, and it just really is soothing to your skin and just helps balance it, because, you know, when you do any kind of cleansing, it kind of removes oils and natural, you know, the pH of your skin is kind of disrupted, which is a good thing, but you want to use the rose water to kind of balance it and soothe it, and it's just good stuff. Okay, and it smells good. Okay, so I do the rose water. Then I'm kind of doing this like as if I was doing this at night, not getting ready to put on makeup, but I'm going to use some of this beauty serum. Okay, it comes in a bottle with a little dropper. It feels like an oil. Drops. I'm going to put this right on like a couple fingers here, maybe 3 or 4 drops, and I'm just going to pat this between my fingers and just kind of warm it, and then I'm just going to kind of gently press this into my face. Okay, it feels really good. Just getting it all over. You know, you can go around your delicate eye skin. Okay, and just let this press into your skin. Again, if you've done this on your neck and chest, like doing the mask and cleansing, just go ahead and pat it into wherever you want to. All kinds of amazing nutrients in it. It's just healthy. It helps your skin rebuild, renew, and it's great. I love it. And it feels so good just going into all that fresh skin that I just turned over. I got all the dead skin off, and so now I'm putting all this great stuff right into my fresh skin. Okay, so, and then, now this is like the regular nighttime moisturizer, and then this is a hydrating mask, okay? The hydrating mask is just, it puts so much moisture into your skin. After doing the exfoliating mask, and if you're doing this at night or you're gonna be home, I would totally recommend just taking a little bit of this mask. It's kind of like a mousse type of a texture. And just, it smells like vacation. I love the smell of this stuff. Okay. And I'm just going to gently apply this all over my face and just gently pat around your eyes. And this mask just super blasts your skin, fresh skin, with all kinds of hydration. Okay. And this is a great, like, you can leave this mask on, okay? This, you could sleep with this on. Some people with extremely dry skin are even wearing this during the day, like underneath makeup. I don't have super dry skin, so that's not something that I do in my normal routine, but I know people who do, and they love it. So it's kind of something to play around with if you can do that and it works for you, especially like when it's super dry out, you know, we're getting wind and stuff. I mean, and even when your dry skin is extra dry, that could be a great option. But you could for sure apply this at night, you know, and maybe not every day, every night, or every day apply it, but like say kind of in the mix, just sort of balance your skin as you go. Giving you these 2 little jars that have the day and the night cream in them to try, okay, so you have a few days worth of that. It doesn't take a lot. I mean, like I'm just doing like a tiny, oop, that's way too much. Okay, just like a, you know, a finger pat of that, and just kind of patting that around. So you have your choice. You can either do, now I'm adding that on top of it, but you could do either or. You could do the night cream or the mask, but I'm just showing you how I would apply that. And just a little goes a long way. That's it. So my skin feels super moisturized. I'm gonna leave this on. And so like if I was home for the night, I would just leave this on all night and then just wash it off in the morning before applying makeup. Start with a clean face. Okay. Okay, next is the makeup part. Okay, so I put on moisturizer already. So what I'm gonna do now is use hydrating primer. Okay, this is super great underneath any foundation you're gonna use, even if you just use powder, okay? But it's hydrating, all right, which is your skin's all about hydrating. So just take this and do like, you know, a pump. Should do it a little more, pump and a half, whatever you need. And I just pat it, my fingers, and just pat it around my face wherever I'm going to apply makeup. I like to do this to distribute product around, no matter whether it's makeup or moisturizer or whatever. That way I don't have to pull so hard on my skin. Okay, and then I'm just going to kind of smooth it over my skin. But wherever I'm going to put makeup, even on my lips. Okay, but this moisture hydrating primer is going to really create a perfect surface, because here's the deal with primer, all right? Especially if you have dry skin. Okay, our skin is uneven. I mean, no matter what type of skin you have, it's not exactly the same all over. You have drier spots, you have less dry spots, you have oily spots, you have, you know, every person's skin, and it changes. It changes from day to day, season to season. So your skin is always in flux, okay, because it's skin, all right? So it's not uniform all over. Primer kind of evens that out, okay? It creates like this perfect barrier between your skin and your makeup. It goes over your face, fills in fine lines and pores, okay? Creating this perfect smooth surface, so that when your makeup goes on, you need to use less because it's gliding over your skin easier. When you just apply it directly to, say, dry skin, it's going to soak up more in the drier spots, soak up less in the not so dry spots. So you're gonna get the variations, which is why if you don't have the primer, by the end of the day, your makeup is kind of like changed, because it's soaked up in more in certain places and less in others, and it doesn't look even and the way you put it on, okay? So by using primer, you're kind of creating like this perfect barrier between your skin and your makeup. Your skin and your makeup attaches to the primer easier, and it stays truer all day. It doesn't change colors, you know, because sometimes the oxidation with makeup is how you can get kind of the orange look, you know, because it's literally changing by being the exposure to your skin and the air and everything. So it's stabilizing your makeup better. It's gonna go on better. It's gonna stay on your face better. It's gonna look fresher, longer, better all day. Does that make sense? Okay, so put my primer on and then go get dressed and give it a minute to just kind of settle into my skin. Okay, you said you were interested in the stick foundation and the spray, okay? And so I'm giving you of these. And so don't worry so much about the shade. It could be right. We could need to tweak the shade a little bit, but I just wanted a sense of the formula, how it feels, how it goes on, how it interacts with your skin, and then we can figure out the shade more specifically. It'd be right, I don't know. I'm gonna do half my face, and then you can see which one works for you. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of apply some foundation here. All right, so now I got this foundation on half my face, and so now I'm just gonna take this brush, and I gave you one of these brushes to use too. This is not the greatest foundation brush, but it'll work for what you're doing, okay? So if you have one that you like to use, just do that, all right? But I'm just going to start to swirl this in. I think I could have done a little bit less, but that's okay. All right, so now I'm just going to, I like to go over my eyelids because I'm evening out my skin tone. And I'm just kind of buffing this into my skin. I'm gonna go over my ears and shear it out into my neck because I just want it to look smooth and kind of flow into, you know, like from one to the other. I don't want to have any spot on my face that looks like, and just kind of into my hairline too, because I don't want to have any start and stop looking places. Okay. It's hard for me to see what this is doing. It's a little bit of a light color, but it's getting rid of all the redness, okay? Like over here on my face. It's just kind of evening out my skin tone, which is what I want. I just want it to look smooth and more even tone and even textured. And it feels very dewy and not dry, not heavy, not uncomfortable. It feels really good. Okay, so that's just sort of like lay down, get all that mineral stuff mixed up. Feels like a paint can. It kind of acts like a paint can. Give it a good shake. I haven't used this one lately myself, so I want to make sure I'm blending up all of the minerals. Okay, it's an aerosol, so you want to spray it. I like to spray it directly onto the brush, and you only need a couple of short little blasts. A little goes a long way. The color that will come out, and you'll see it on here, will look different than what it actually looks like on your face. Okay, here I'm going to kind of dab this on all the places I want to have makeup. Okay, now with this one, I want to go more gently with the buffing. Okay, I don't want to buff it. I kind of want to do more of a stipple motion with this. Just kind of pressing it into my skin. I feel like when I do too many swirls, it starts to too much, and I kind of just want to give it a nice, even application just by sort of pressing it into my skin. And again, blending lightly down my neck, over my ears, so it all just kind of shears away and looks very natural. I mean, that if you feel like you need a little more coverage, just do a tiny little blast, but really you just, you know, and just a tiny little blast. And you can kind of work with it and see based on the kind of coverage you want, how much you need, but a little goes a long way. They both feel very light, very comfortable, very not drying at all, buildable full coverage. Okay, so if you feel like you want to have even more coverage, just keep building it on, but just do it in nice little kind of a stipply blending motion. Ta-da. Okay, now the other thing you were wanting to take a look at were the lip stains. Okay, in this bag are all 13 of the lip stain testers. Okay, and they have the color written on the label on the outside because it's tiny to see. So this is called Shy. This is probably the lightest one. It's just like a shade above your natural skin lip color. So it would just kind of, you put this on, it just gives you like normal lip color again. So what I did, and I've got all these little tester sticks in here. So what you do is it's just a liquid. And what I'm going to do is tester stick, put it in there. Careful, this just goes, you want to have clean, dry lips, nothing on there at all. And this color, it feels like water going on. It's like watercoloring. I'm going right to the edge of my lips. Okay. Sorry, I can't talk into this. And then, see, and then what I'll do sometimes is just kind of pat it with my finger. I feel like it just kind of softens the color a little bit. And once it dries, it is not going anywhere. It will not come off of your lips. It will not go onto fabric or glass or cups or straws or anything, okay? It won't go onto a mask. It will not, your hair won't stick to it because when it dries, it feels dry. It feels like you have nothing on your lips, okay? If you like having kind of a feel, maybe you want to put like a little bit of, plain lip balm on top of it, but the color by itself, It doesn't get in kids' hair if you're holding, little ones, like I know you do. And there's every kind of shade, all right, from pinks and purples and reds and bold lip color, as bold as you want, that will not come off. Okay, and so you can, like I did just one simple little coat. This just looks like natural lip color, all right, for like a no makeup look. But if I added more coats of it, the color is going to intensify and deepen, and you're going to get a bolder, richer color. Okay, and that goes for all of the shades. So, but once you put it on, you can't just wipe it off. So test it out on a piece of paper, but know that, on your lip color, it's going to be a little bit different. You can get a kind of a sense of the intensity. Okay, your sister Becky loves the sappy color, which is kind of like, it's the shade above this. It's got a little more pink red to it. That's a great color. That's one of my favorites too. So give them a go, have fun with those, and I will talk to you soon.